You can't claim you're sovereign and then claim rights under the Constitution. That's not how it works. No, that is not how it works. Sir?
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What's your name, sir?
If I can help you.
I'm Williams L.
Yes, Your Honor, but the defendant is identified in the docket as Michael Williams. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, that's the name they're calling me, but
Okay.
I'm Williams L.
I understand.
Michael Williams. Okay.
No,
Mr.
I'm not
Williams, I'm
Michael
asking-
Williams. Your Honor,
Okay.
I am Williams.
Okay.
What happens when someone walks into a courtroom and declares they're not part of the United States? That's exactly what you're about to see. A man identifying as a Moorish American sovereign citizen standing before a no-nonsense judge, insisting the court has no power over him. This isn't just defiance. It's a textbook example of the sovereign citizen ideology colliding headfirst with reality. These cases are fascinating because they blur the line between misunderstanding and outright rebellion against the justice system. But this judge, she's having none of it. From claims of lost jurisdiction to arguments about constitutional rights, this exchange spirals from confusing to explosive.
So here's the thing, Williams L. I have to call you what's on the documents that I have present for me in court today. We can either handle it that way, or you don't have to handle it, and then it just will be like you didn't show up to court today.
No,
So it's
Your
either
Honor,
way,
I'm just
but I
letting
have
you
to
know
call
who I. Your Honor, I'm just letting you know who I am.
Okay.
I am Williams
That's fine.
L. I am not Michael Williams. They kept calling me Michael Williams. I told them who I was. I am a sovereign, Moorish American. I'm not United States citizen, Negro, Black, or color, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me tell you, Mr. Williams, this is the last time I'm gonna say it, and this is all I have for you. If you don't want to handle it under that name today, then I have to act as if you aren't present. And so that's fine, but I
You
have
say
to
what?
call you
Hold on.
to that
Can
document,
you
okay?
can you repeat that? Can you repeat that,
I
Your
said,
Honor?
if we can't handle those matters and those tickets that's on that case under that name, then that's fine, but it's gonna be as if you didn't appear for court today, because I have.
Ma'am, I'm here today, ma'am.
Right, so I'm just saying, when I.
Williams
call those
L is here
documents-
today. I'm
Did
just
you-
letting you know
Hold
who
on.
I.
Here's where things start to heat up. The defendant refuses to acknowledge the name Michael Williams, instead calling himself Williams L. This may sound like a small detail, but in sovereign citizen ideology, names are everything. They believe that the name on a legal document represents a corporate entity, not their real, living self, and that by rejecting that name, they can somehow escape legal authority. It's a clever-sounding loophole that's been debunked countless times. Judges know this game, and they're trained to stay calm, firm, and factual. Watch closely. This is where patience meets
Okay, so if you're not gonna participate, we're just gonna act like you're not here today, and I'm going to go ahead and.
I am here today, ma'am. You seeing me right here? That's on
You
record.
have to- Listen, just because you show up doesn't mean that you're here. You have to participate, okay?
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I'm letting you know who I am.
Listen,
I'm participating. I do not
and
agree.
Mr. Williams, that's fine, but if you don't participate, saying you're a sovereign doesn't help. Do you want to try and resolve this today as far as?
Yes, I do want to resolve it. I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Oh, no, that's not gonna happen. So you can, I'm not gonna.
I'm speaking for myself. I have no attorney, so I'm speaking for myself. I asked for this case to be dismissed. You're violating my constitutional right.
How do you have constitutional rights if you're not a citizen?
I'm not a United States citizen.
So how are you entitled to constitutional rights?
And this is where reality bites. The judge gives him a simple choice. Either participate under the name on record or risk being marked absent. It's a fair warning, not a threat. But the defendant's fixation on semantics keeps digging him deeper. You can almost feel the judge's frustration rising beneath her calm tone. These moments are telling. Not because the judge is harsh, but because the system only works when both sides engage. You can't play the game if you refuse to acknowledge the rules. Yet here he is, doing just that.
You got to uphold to the sovereign, sir. You can't. I'm not United States citizen. I'm not Negro, Black, or color. You're not under I'm not under your jurisdiction.
I understand, but my question to you is, if you want to rely on your constitutional rights, how do you have constitutional rights if you're denying your citizenship?
Yeah, because I'm American. I'm a national.
I get
I'm
it,
a
but
Moorish American. I'm not United States citizen corporate. I'm a Moorish American. I'm an American national.
Okay, but you're still present in this jurisdiction, right?
I just asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of.
At this point, the defendant's argument has gone full circle and nowhere at all. Declaring sovereignty doesn't make you immune to law. It just adds chaos to your defense. The irony? By speaking in court, responding to the judge, and referencing the Constitution, he's actually participating in the very system he claims doesn't apply to him. This contradiction defines most sovereign citizen defenses. They reject authority while simultaneously demanding its protection. The judge knows this dynamic well, and you can tell she's running out of patience. The clock is ticking, and this case isn't moving forward anytime soon.
I don't want no attorney. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority.
Right.
What am I doing here?
He can represent himself. Don't worry about it. You put
I can
yourself on
speak
record.
for myself.
All right.
I'm speaking
Now
for
calling the
myself.
matters
Y'all
of the
violating my
people.
rights. That's a
Now
sovereign.
calling the matters of the people versus Michael Williams. This is ticket number SP 1212334. Count 1, use loudspeaker without permission or unreasonable noise. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Sir, please state your name for the. This is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. Do you want to participate in these proceedings?
Yes, I'm here on special appearance. I'm just letting you know who I am.
All right, so how would you like to move forward with this matter, sir?
I asked for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction, Your Honor.
All right, that motion has been denied. How would you like to move forward on these matters?
I just told you what I would like it, so I don't know. I'm just here on
So it's
special
been
appearance.
denied, so you can either participate today.
I am.
This moment is crucial. It highlights a fundamental misunderstanding. Sovereign citizens often mix up citizenship and human rights. Yes, everyone is entitled to fairness and due process, but specific constitutional rights and legal privileges apply only to recognized citizens under the nation's law. The defendant's argument collapses because he wants protection without participation, rights without recognition. The judge calmly explains that the system doesn't work that way. This is an oppression. It's jurisdictional logic. Law is like gravity. It applies whether you believe in it or not.
For regulation.
So when you drive on any city street in the city of Detroit, any road in the state of Michigan, you now avail yourselves, whether you wanted to or not, to the laws and states and regulations that are governing us. So you may not have wanted to, but you did. So these are your options at this point in time. If you choose not to, if you were traveling, if you were driving, it's all the same.
I wasn't driving. I was never.
So if you were just in the vehicle as a passenger.
I was parked. And they was harassing. Was
You
never
sure you
driving.
don't want an attorney?
I'm under common law. I can speak for myself. I'm not a minority. I'm a sovereign.
So what option would you like today? Of those that I gave you, sir. You can have.
Ma'am, I'm a sovereign. I can't, I do not consent. I can't. I can't
So here's
consent.
what's gonna happen. So I want to make sure you have all the options. You can't consent to anything. So that means that you don't want to participate.
And now we hit peak irony. The defendant demands a judge prove reliability bond and show oaths to the Constitution. These demands stem from pseudo-legal myths spreading in online forums, claims that every judge must show their bond or lose authority. It's misinformation wrapped in legal jargon. Judges are sworn officers of the court. They don't carry their credentials like driver's licenses. What's fascinating is how confidently these arguments are delivered, not realizing that courtroom procedure doesn't bend to internet conspiracy theories. The judge's restraint here? Impressive.
In the process. So it's just gonna go back into warrant status because you have to pick one of the options. Yes.
Ma'am,
it
I'm a
is.
sovereign.
And you were in the city of Detroit on a street in a vehicle. And I understand what you just said. That's why I said,
Right.
did you want counsel?
I'm not a United States citizen.
Okay. All right. So,
Nobody have improved jurisdiction. Your Honor. I'm a Moor. Nobody have improved jurisdiction. I'm under common law. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm under common law.
that's okay. And that's
Supreme
fine.
Court case,
That's your.
Supreme Court case, Self versus Ray. Statutes don't apply to me. I'm only on common law. And And if there was a crime committed, can you please show me the injured party? Or I ask for this case to be dismissed off lack of jurisdiction.
I deny the motion for the case to be dismissed, so you have these options, or else it's just gonna remain.
And I'm under duress because you forcing me saying you're gonna put a warrant out for my
It's
arrest.
already out there.
But
The
that's
warrant has to be
violating my
removed.
13th Amendment. You can't enslave me unless a crime is being committed.
So you
You
can't.
can't violate my
Okay, you can
constitutional
let me
rights.
finish talking.
At this stage, the breakdown is complete. The judge patiently gives him multiple options: representation, trial, or resolution. Yet he refuses all of them, claiming duress and enslavement. These are heavy accusations, rooted in a tragic misunderstanding of what freedom actually means. The justice system isn't perfect, but it functions through process, not protest. Every refusal, every delay only strengthens the state's hand. And when he says, "You can't violate my 13th Amendment rights," that's meant to sound powerful, but it's completely misplaced. This isn't slavery. It's accountability.
You can't claim you're sovereign and then claim rights under the Constitution. That's not how it works. No, that is not how it works.
Ma'am, I'm not a United States citizen. I have a nationality.
Okay, so that means that
You have to go by
either the laws all apply or none of them apply.
the laws do apply. What do you have a liability? Do you have a bond? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? I would like to see that.
Yes, I was going to say I did do that, but I don't have to show you any of that because I wasn't the arresting party. I'm just here
I'm
to
saying,
make
do
sure.
you have a
that-
liability? Do you have a bond?
Listen, I'm not going to argue with you, Mr.
I'm not arguing. I'm under law.
Mr. Williams L. Those are your options. If you don't want any of those options, it's going to remain in warrant
You're
status.
forcing me.
Nothing
You
I
can't
can
do that.
Okay.
You can't do that, man.
Okay.
You can't go against Constitution.
Okay,
You
Mr.
took an oath.
Williams L.
You swore an oath to
I did.
follow the Constitution.
I did.
That's why I need your liability bond. Do you have a liability bond?
No.
You don't have a liability bond?
No.
Wow, man. Somebody's going to get in trouble. I'm not trying to get nobody in.
And that's how another sovereign citizen showdown meets the same inevitable end, with the law standing firm and confusion collapsing under clarity. The judge's composure throughout this entire exchange is worth applauding. She didn't mock, threaten, or lose control. She simply upheld the law. These cases are fascinating because they reveal how misinformation can lead people into self-sabotage, thinking they're standing for freedom when they're really fighting shadows.